The House has passed the Respect for Marriage Act, which would codify same-sex marriage into law. It was passed 267 to 157. 157 Republicans voted against this particular bill. This is significant in that because when you think about most bills that have actually been passed in the House, nearly all Republicans voted against. The fact that 47 Republicans voted for this, if I look at those numbers, that also represents 2/3. So therefore, that is a significant vote there. What does that say, Larry, that 47 Republicans would vote along with the Democrats on this? You have some conservatives like Senator Ted Cruz who say the Supreme Court was wrong when it came to same-sex marriage. That's a strong number. I wonder if you're going to get 60 votes in the Senate.
It'll be interesting to see that happen. But Roland, I think what's happening is Republicans are looking at polling like everyone else. The majority of Americans, and this includes mostly Republicans, believe in the right for same-sex couples to be married and live their lives peacefully. So maybe, like I said, maybe they're looking at the poll numbers. But it'll be interesting to see what happens in the Senate side, particularly, as I said a few minutes ago, we have an election coming up. So it's incumbent on civil rights activists, et cetera, to put pressure on members of the Senate to ensure that we get at that 60-person vote threshold. It'll be interesting to see that happens, because you might even have I'll be interested to see if there's some Democrats who vote against this proposal. But like I said, it's really interesting that this happened. And as you said, it just happened today. I think it says a positive signal to members of the LGBT community in terms of that their lives are valued and that they should have life peacefully and love who they love. But whether we get it 60 in the Senate side, I'll wait to see if that happens.
Hey, Avis, what about that? Because again, 47, if you're talking about 157 voting against and 47 voted for it, you're talking about 20+% of House Republicans. If you get 20%, if you get 20% of Republicans in the Senate, you're at 60 votes.
Absolutely. And, well, I'm happy that at least there is comparatively speaking, a significant representative of Republicans who want to act right when it comes to this bill. It does beg the question why. I do think that's an interesting question, because the majority of Americans also favor choice, and they didn't support that. So I am wondering what is the difference here. And the only thing that I can come up with is that white men are impacted by this bill, and they aren't by, choice. I mean, that is something that's clearly a woman's issue, and it specifically negatively impacts Black women, who are 4 times more likely to die in pregnancy and in childbirth than white women. So to me, it's an issue of it may be something that some of them feel as if they can see themselves in that situation, or they empathize with people in their families that look like them, who are members of the LGBTQ community. And I'm glad that they are supporting it. But I do think that we need to unpack why. I think it's a similar reason why Clarence Thomas, for example, put that under scrutiny in his confirming opinion with the overturning of Roe, but did not put on the table any sort of challenge to interracial marriage, because guess what? He's in an interracial marriage.
Mustafa.
The LGBTQIA family has a very strong lobbying presence. They vote, and they also hold people accountable. So that, I believe, has a lot to do with it also. They utilize their dollars to make sure that folks are being held accountable and that they're standing up and doing the right thing. It's the 21st century.
But let's actually just further unpack that, because Avis mentioned it when we're talking about that. It's a whole bunch of rich, white, gay men.
Exactly.
First of all, we ain't talking about gay Black people. Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
So what you're dealing with here is, you're dealing with Republicans who are responding to a whole bunch of rich, white, gay men, individuals who are CEOs of corporations, We talk about money
Log
here.
cabin Republicans. Log cabin Republicans.
Yep. We talking about we talking about money here.
Exactly. And that's what I said. They hold people accountable and they utilize their dollars to push the agenda to make sure that they're protected. So we just need to understand the dynamics that are going on Capitol Hill and in corporate boardrooms.
Hey, Roland, can I ask something really quickly here on this point? We're almost there on and this is an important topic, but let's see. I'm curious to see how this plays out in the Senate side, and then if it passes Senate with conferees work out, et cetera, if it gets to the president's desk. But we still have a long way to go. This is a great, is a positive sign in terms of, like my colleague mentioned with what Justice Clarence Thomas said in his opinion. But we still have a long way to go. But hopefully, this is something that passes the Senate and gets to the president's desk. But we still have a way to go.
All right, folks, back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment. Folks, Black Star Network is here.
Oh, no punches!
I'm real revolutionary right now.
Support this man, Black Media. He makes sure that our stories are told.
Thank you for being the voice of Black America, Roland.
Stay black. I love y'all.
All momentum we have now, we have to keep this going.
The video looks phenomenal.
See, this difference between Black Star Network and Black-owned media and something like CNN.
You can't be Black-owned media and be scared.
It's time to be smart.
Bring your eyeballs home.
You dig?